so it's about how to approach relationships consciously in a way that they have a chance of working. Because the sad truth is that we haven't been taught how to approach relationships, how to do them. So we just keep repeating the patterns that, how our parents did them and their parents before them. And we got very limited understanding of what love is and what the expectation about our relationship should be. So for example, if we're approaching a relationship hoping that it's going to fulfill us, that it's going to make us happy, forget it, hang it up. There isn't anyone out there who's going to make us happy, and it's not their job to. How unfair to put the weight of that responsibility on somebody else, or even on the relationship. You are going to make me happy. It's yikes. It's a lot of work. It's a big responsibility. So if that's how we're approaching them, they're not going to fare well. How many times have we witnessed abuses of power, whether in our personal lives or out in the world? And no wonder we, who wants to be that way? And so it leaves a bad taste in our mouth, and we kind of reject the whole thing.
Yeah. And even, setting aside the abuse of it question, just the pursuit of it and making that a goal for your career or for your life. I mean, it's a pretty empty career or life, I think, if that's all you're in it for. But it also leads you down bad paths in terms of the way you interact with people, the way you see relationships in work and in life as serving that goal and not really being there for their own ends, even, really.
Right. In times of dramatic change, in which we are, where everything's kind of changing, the way we see ourselves, the way we see the planet, we're in critical situation in terms of the environmental crisis that we have unleashed upon ourselves, that we're just now beginning to witness the effects of that. So in times of dramatic change, for a certain percentage of us, that strong man leader, totalitarian becomes attractive. Right? Where everything is defined, and where you're told what to do and what to believe and what's right and what's wrong, everything's defined for you. So to me, that's how I understand that. To me, it's part of this our collective progression and evolution. I think the power conversation applies, realizing that there's different kinds of power, and that there's a way to express our power in a way that doesn't require that we put anybody else down or step on them. That approach about power with rather than power over, I think that was very enlightening. I would say too that leading by example rather than and walking our talk, right? So having that integrity, or having that sense of congruence, that there's a match between what we say and how we feel, what our values are, what our beliefs are inside. I think, maybe those are the qualities that I admire in leaders.